Hey guys, welcome back to Canoe. This is another Mondays with Michael, except it's Wednesday today. It's the 13th of April, and I'm sure lots of you have heard about the Nostalrius server for vanilla World of Warcraft being shut down by Blizzard. I guess I feel like it's my turn to take on that Blizzard rant that's been going on. First, I love the game. I love World of Warcraft. Like, I've never spent more time in the game than I ever have in any other game. Okay, or I've spent more time in World of Warcraft than I ever have in any other game ever. Okay, I've played the crap out of that game. I've been playing it for as long as I can remember. Okay, since I was just a wee little lad, you know. I wasn't very happy to see that they shut down Nostalrius, because Nostalrius wasn't a profit server at all. It wasn't making profit off of it. It's not like a pay to win bullshit server like a lot of other ones are. It wasn't like a 2x experience or 3x experience or anything. It was Blizz like 100%, and it was all free, non-profit, the entire thing. So, it was literally the creators made it so that they themselves and their fans and the fans of the game can play a game that they absolutely fell in love with. Okay, Blizzard shut it down. I mean, I will say I understand completely if they wanted to shut it down. I mean, they own the IP, they own the rights to the game. It's part of the terms of service. They have full rights to do it. I understand completely. I believe there is however, a fine gray line in between the copyright infringement that's going on here. Okay. I believe that if it's not making a profit, that if the team that is taking a game that, for one, if I may add, is no longer being used and isn't making a profit from it and is making it strictly because they love the game, I think that they should have full, like, I feel like Blizzard should be supporting them or something. I feel like Blizzard should at least add legacy servers, you know? I feel like they shouldn't be able to, I feel like morally, they shouldn't shut down the servers, because it's completely destroying other fans' nostalgic feeling again. And this entire thing is not that server wasn't taking subscribers away from Blizzard. It was filled with subscribers that used to be subbed to Blizzard or to subbed to WoW before the games changed. That entire huge climax, going from vanilla to Burning Crusade, then to Lich King, and then Cataclysm, and then Mists of Pandaria, and then WoD. There's a reason why Cataclysm was when it finally started sloping down, was because Cataclysm changed the game completely. Lots of subs left, and so they went to private servers because I'm sure it wasn't okay. It being the server being free obviously helped, but it was so that they could play a game they fell in love with. People made friends, and they got closer to family with this, even if, like, for example, in my case, I was able to play with an uncle who lived in Europe. Okay, he lived in Germany while I was in the United States, and was never able to talk to him ever. And then when I got on WoW, I was actually able to talk to him. You know, it brings families closer together. People have even found their true loves on the game. Okay, people have fallen in love with other guild members, and they got married, and everything's been happy. You know. My family, including, my parents didn't meet in World of Warcraft, obviously, because I'm a little older than World of Warcraft. But we did go and stay we moved into a guildie's house for about a month. Okay. Eventually we moved back to our hometown, but we moved across the country to live with our guildie's house, or in our guildie's house, so we can live closer to the ocean and stuff like that. We lived so we can hang out with more of our WoW buddies, you know, that entire thing. And it was just, it's them it's them being in love with the game. Okay, World of Warcraft has changed completely since vanilla has been released. Okay, World of Warcraft now, I feel, is a shadow of the old game. Like it's still there, but it's like it's not what it used to be. Okay, and I will admit here right now that Vanilla WoW was not my favorite. I still absolutely loved it. But I will say that the Lich King was probably my favorite expansion, not because gameplay wise, but because of the story. Gameplay wise, I feel like Burning Crusade was my favorite expansion, only because they didn't have LFR or LFG. Okay, if Lich King didn't have LFR or LFG, which it didn't to begin with, okay, it was like, I believe it was the last patch where they added that. Okay, I loved that expansion. Okay, but nonetheless, it still frustrates me a lot that they closed it down. I feel like even like in the response, like when in the Q and A's at BlizzCon, people have asked, "Are you planning on making a legacy server?" They were just completely rude to the person who asked. Like they're like, "Oh no, you are not gonna want that. You might think you do, but you don't want that." And everybody wants that. Everybody does. Blizzard, you need to get through your head. Okay, right now, people will come back to your game if you were to make legacy servers. You will get all those subscribers back if you make those legacy servers. People loved the Lich King. Then when you completely revamped the entire game in Cataclysm, everybody left. I'm sure you guys could have seen that, okay? I guarantee you, if you put legacy servers back in WoW, and even if you just added Lich King, okay, that was where your guys was peak. That's where your peak was, okay? You were to add Lich King at least. Lots of people would come back. Lots of them, including my guildies. My guild is dead now because of the changes in World of Warcraft. We used to be one of the biggest guilds on our server. I would say top 5. We had a little over 700 or 800 people in it. And I know that's not much, but it was still really good. Maybe not top 5. That might be a lie. I even then, the fact remains that it's a huge server, especially before the Cross Realms was added. When it was just by itself, we had a medium level population server. Well, actually, no, it was low at the time. It's medium now. It's Archimond. Back then, it was a low populated server, so 800 people was a lot of people. Now we only have 67 of them in our guild, and only about 3 or 4 of them get online. Myself and my father included. So we have about 2 other people who get online, and even then, they don't get online nearly as often. And back in Lich King, we had freaking hundreds of people in there. We'd have so many guild raids and all that. We would be staying up until midnight or 1 o'clock running ICC over and over again just to get a dragon mount or fucking Ulduar, anything, okay? It was crazy. And we can't experience that anymore because people are too bitchy online. They're too good at the game because we're fucking noobs, apparently. All that shit, okay? Cross servers ruined it completely. Cross servers had a big help in the ruin of World of Warcraft. The game's still huge, but it's not nearly as huge as it was back in Lich King. Nostalrius wasn't stealing your profit, Blizzard. They were providing a game that your fans fell in love with. You guys were popular, very popular, because of you guys listening to your fans. You guys listened and provided for your fans. You guys don't do that anymore. You guys got popular and huge because you listened and provided to the fans. Now you don't do that. That's why you're slowly declining now. Very slowly. But it's happening. And now I'm still a loyal subber of the game. I still absolutely love World of Warcraft. But if Blizzard offered us the chance, offered me the chance. Sorry, my phone is taking a shit on itself. Gosh, okay. As I was saying, if Blizzard offered us or me the chance to go back to playing even Lich King, I would take it in a heartbeat. I like the changes a little bit in World of Warcraft. I will say that a lot of people aren't fond of this, but I am fond of the flying in Azeroth deal because it helps getting around way faster. Even though exploring is a big part of the game, I feel like if you want to explore that badly, then fucking go explore. Don't bitch at Blizzard about it. Go and explore yourself, okay? But I like exploring. I will say that. Um, I do enjoy getting on my ground mount and just riding around instead of flying around. But I will say I like that change. But I wish that we could have done it when the Cataclysm hadn't happened. I know thousands and millions of people have made videos about their rants against Blizzard and their reasonings for hating and getting pissed off over Blizzard shutting down the server. But I still felt like I needed to share my piece in that. I know probably barely anybody is going to see this video, but, you know, you guys understand. I just wish that they would get the picture, that if they made legacy servers, things would help so much. They would be making fucking bank. Just absolute crazy amounts of money if they brought in legacy servers and brought in old servers. And I started back in Burning Crusade, so I can't say I started back in vanilla. I still had a character on Nostalrius. I still played the crap out of that. I will say that. And the video that's up on my channel, on our channel right now, of me exploring Stormwind, was on an alt that I had on that character, or on that server, of me exploring Stormwind for you guys. I was planning on continuing that series, but I guess that can't fucking happen now because they shut down the server. I might have to get on Kronos or something like that, but even then, it's not the same. Okay. I did have a tune. He wasn't max level, but he was close. He was 53, but that was a long time ago when I played on him. I still played the hell out of that server. It wasn't like a long time ago. It was like, I would say 6 months ago. I played on him last summer. And I played the hell out of him. I got to like 53, and then school started back up again, and so I couldn't play on him anymore. I had other stuff that I needed to do. But nonetheless, as a matter of fact, I just started playing on him again that week, and I was actually 52 when I stopped playing, but I ended at 50. No. It wasn't 52. It was 56. 56 was when I was playing on him. I was 56. I stopped playing on him for that 6 months, and then just about 2 weeks before Blizzard shut down the server, I started playing on him again and got him up to 58. I leveled him 2 levels, which is quite a bit, especially for back then. And I was so happy. I was like, yes, I'm going to be able to get to 60, finally. And they shut it down. I was on the server the day that they shut down the entire thing. I was on with the last few minutes of chat, okay? I wasn't on the Horde side, I was on the Alliance side. I thought about getting on a Horde tune as well, but I kind of wanted to stay on the Alliance side and hang out with the friends that I had made on there. Which wasn't very many, I still made friends though. And we all got... I started in Ironforge, actually. Actually, I didn't start there. I was actually in... I was actually wandering around in Silithus. Silithus, I think that's what it's called. I don't remember the pronunciation of that. But the barren, empty, just bullshit wasteland that doesn't have any quests. I was just wandering around there because I was curious as to what it was like, because I'd never actually been there. And so I hearthed home to Stormwind, took the tram to Ironforge, and there were still thousands of people in Stormwind, but there's thousands in Ironforge as well. And Ironforge was a place I kind of just hung out at most of the time. And I went there, and there's people everywhere. We made this big long line and just walked around Ironforge. Eventually, ended up outside of Ironforge and just walked around. I was so happy to be there with them, and the last few minutes of chat was just it was devastating to me. Just seeing everything that there's so many people being, wasted in WoW and crying and waving goodbye to everybody. People saying, "I love you, Nostalrius. Thank you for being there. Nostalrius will live on. May it come back at some point. That kind of thing." And I was just sitting there at the perch of a little hill, because we were out in the middle of nowhere. I was in the little hill, and I was looking at everything. It wasn't in the middle of nowhere. It was around Ironforge, but it was I was looking at everything, and people were just everywhere. It was just a huge mass of people everywhere, okay? And that feeling of me saying goodbye to everybody, I just waved and said goodbye. I said love you all, and I yelled love you all. I I hope that we can get back on it. Maybe we can move to Kronos, something like that, stuff like that, you know. And just seeing it freeze for those 2 seconds were the longest 2 seconds of my entire life. Those 2 seconds, and then seeing the disconnected page on WoW or at the login screen just devastated me completely because I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to get back in. I stood there dumbfounded for 5 minutes, looking at that, just staring at the login screen, listening to the music, and thinking, "Wow, it's all over. Like it's done. There's no getting back on and playing. There's no leveling with my guildies anymore. Even though I wasn't in a guild, I was in a guild the 6 months beforehand, and then I kind of actually quit the guild because I wasn't able to come back on. I didn't think I was going to play on the server again, but I did because my friend actually reminded me of it, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll get back on. Like in my head, I was like, yeah, I'll get back on. I'll try leveling that character again. He was a Night Elf Hunter named Spud Kid, just like on my on the retail version of WoW. Um, but I was so dumbfounded by sitting at that login screen, just thinking, like, fuck, we can't. There's no more getting online again. There's no more getting on and playing with people. There's no more leveling my hunter. No more that chance of getting level cap. It's not going to happen in that server anymore. I have to get on another server and do that. And that was a hell of a lot of work, especially for vanilla WoW. That was a hell of a lot of work to get to 58 at least. That was 2 levels off. I just really, I wish Blizzard would bring in legacy servers. I guess that right there is my rant video. I guess thanks for watching, guys. I know I'm one of a million. I'm one in a million for you guys to be clicking on this video and watching it because lots of other people have made this same video just ranting about the shutdown. But these were my thoughts on the shutdown of Nostalrius from Blizzard. Yeah, I wasn't happy. Like, I'm kind of pissed off. I still love World of Warcraft, but I wish that they would start listening to their fans again. It's gotten to the point where they're like, oh yeah, we listened to your guys' input for about 7 minutes, then we completely changed everything. And everybody's like, no, go back. And they're just like, fuck you, we already did it, you can't go back. Yes, you can. Bring in legacy servers. That's all I need. That's all I want from Blizzard, okay? I would pay double the amount that I am subbing for if it meant I could play on an old server. I really would. I already paid $30 to play for 2 months. I get the game time cards. I don't want to actually put in my credit card information, but I get the 2-month game time card. So if it meant changing that to a 1-month game time card and getting to play on legacy servers and retail, I would be all for it. I'd play on retail, get the level cap, complete the story for that, and then I'd go back to the legacy servers and just relive playing back in the amazing days where you had one server, you had one server, well, what I mean by one server is no cross servers. Like that server is your server alone with thousands of people who are in that same server as you, in that one guild that you make, the one raid that you guys just can't seem to get, but eventually we'll get it. You know, just everything. I would love to go back to doing that. Yeah. I've dragged this on a lot more than I should have. This video should have been half what it is right now. But again, thank you for watching. And I want to reiterate that I do understand they own the IP, they own the rights to WoW, they own the copyright thing that's part of their terms of service. I understand that. I really do. And I know that there's more pressing matters in the world, you know, like the upcoming election, you know, everything like that. World hunger. That kind of shit. Like, I know World of Warcraft is like a first world problems be like, but even then, lots of people care for this game. People like me myself, I would not be who I am today if it wasn't for playing World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft got me into PC gaming. Like, there have been, like, I played the kiddie games on PC, obviously, like, you know, the point and click, like, oh, you did it, that kind of thing. But I was more into playing the Xbox and playing my Game Boy, stuff like that. And as soon as I got my own PC, I was like, hey, why not download World of Warcraft again? I haven't played in like 2 months, you know, and even then I didn't play very often. It was like an hour a day. But I got my own PC. And this was, bear in mind, this was quite a few years ago. I was only allowed one hour a day to play on World of Warcraft. But I got my laptop actually. I got my laptop, my first ever own PC. I got downloaded WoW. I got free reign of how long I was allowed to play it. I'm actually well. I got in my mom's account and took off the restrictions on WoW because she and my father play WoW, and that's a long story. Like, eventually, she got sick of me getting into her account because I knew how to crack any password she put, and she just said, "Do what you want, just don't give out credit card information." And that's not the reason why I don't do it on WoW. She's fine with me giving credit card information to WoW. I just feel like it's easier to just get game time cards, just in case I ever feel like I want to quit. But got my own PC, got the game. I bought myself a 2-month card, and I just played the hell out of the game. And eventually, that's when I got into PC gaming. I looked everywhere for different PC games that I could play. Once my subscription ran out, I was off by like $2 and didn't get it for like another 2 weeks. $2 to get another fucking subscription, but I could, or another game time card, but I couldn't afford it. So, because at the time also, but bear in mind, this was a few years ago. I was like 12 or 13 years old, right now, that, you know, but so I didn't really make much money, and I didn't get any allowances either. So I had to kind of just scrape together what I could. But yeah, during the times that I couldn't play WoW, I'd play any other PC game I could. I loved it. That's what turned me into PC gaming, was doing that. Eventually, I got my own desktop. I got my first ever desktop, It was in our storage unit that we've had for years, and I was never able to get into it. And I still have that desktop today, and it's right there, that one. And it was a piece of shit when I got it out of the storage unit. And I eventually just salvaged together a shit ton of parts and put it in that computer, and it ran World of Warcraft pretty decently. It ran at about medium graphics at, I want to say 45 frames per second, but that was way better than running it on lowest graphics at fucking 10 FPS. You know, that was bad. That's what it would be like in Stormwind when I'm wandering around on my laptop. Then I got a new PC. You can't even see it, but it's black and has like a red LED in the front. That's what I've been recording my games on recently. And that can run World of Warcraft on Ultra at over 60 FPS. So that, you know, like, it runs beautifully. I don't even remember what my point of that story was, but this has been a long video, and I've dragged this on for way too long. So yeah, I feel like that's the end of my thought there. Blizzard, bring back legacy servers, please. That right there. Thank you for watching, guys. And thank you if you stayed to the end of this video. If you did, let's try something here. If you did, leave in the comments your thought about it, if you care about this, and ask me a few questions. Ask me any question you like. Any question, and I'll answer it, okay? We'll see how that goes. This is my first time doing that, so we'll see how that goes. So, sorry for the glare back there as well, but can't really do much about it except get up and move. But currently my phone is on the charger, and I didn't want to wait to record it because it kind of hit me in the moment, and I'm just like, I should fucking talk about this. And plus, I needed to upload on Mondays with Michael. I've been slacking. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll be uploading one soon of another gameplay video. Yep. Thanks, guys. Bye.